The dragon stared at himself in the crystal-clear blue lake. He turned his head this way and that, thoroughly satisfied with what he saw. He liked this form of himself. It inspired fear in the hearts of these pitiful humans and in the minds of his minions. The dragon enjoyed fear in others, and hate, and jealousy, and greed, and lust, and anything, really, that poked and annoyed the Creator. He stood on 4 enormous muscular legs and spread 2 deep reddish-purple wings on either side of his arched back. His tail flicked back and forth, catching the sunlight in the blue and green-tinted scales that ran the entire length of his body. "I'm stunningly handsome," he thought, "even in this form." His sharp claws made deep imprints in the mud near the water's edge as he moved to get a better view of his reflection. Although he was frightening in his dragon form, his favorite form was his original, more human-like one. In an instant he transformed back to it and again stared into the water. Yes, he really was the most beautiful this way. His black, curly hair spilled loosely around a tanned, chiseled human face with bright blue eyes and a perfect nose, and hid the 3 other faces on each side of his head. His mouth was open slightly, showing perfectly white, perfectly aligned teeth. He was dressed in a light gray tunic with a shiny silver sash around his waist. His pants were black, and tight enough to clearly show the muscles in his thighs and buttocks. "Hello, Lucifer," he whispered sensually to himself, as he stretched out 4 wings with millions of pinpricks of light radiating from their surfaces, both on top and underneath, the same blue and green and reddish-purple that made up his dragon scales, now made up the colors on his wings. Shorter green feathers on each of the wings made a pattern of thousands of ovals from top to bottom. In the center of each of those ovals was a rich, dark purple circle, surrounded by a circle of blue. A tan color filled in the space between the circles and the green oval, giving the impression that it was an eye, 1,000 eyes, each one hypnotic, drawing all creatures to him, bending them to his will. Simply gorgeous, similar to peacock feathers, but much more beautiful, he thought. If only they were truly eyes, instead of just images of eyes, and he could actually see everything, everywhere, at all times. Oh, well, he would just have to be satisfied with being so stunningly handsome and intimidating. He frowned as he remembered that these human creatures on earth could not yet see him. Pity, he thought. It would be so much easier to capture their souls if they could see how beautiful he was. They would not be able to resist him. He would draw them to himself. He had tried over the centuries to snatch all of them, but so far some had been able to resist. He knew why. The why made him angry. The more he thought about the why, or really the who, the angrier he got. When he was in this mood, the only thing that made him feel better was to kill, or maim, or destroy something, anything. The thought made him excited, and he laughed out loud. The battle was coming, and the dragon could hardly contain his eagerness for it to begin. Humans had been duped into thinking the Creator would win in a great epic war between good and evil. The good guy always wins, right? Not this time. He, the great dragon, was exceedingly wicked, and when the war came, he would win.